Have you ever looked at a drawing and thought, why does this look so good? Because whenever I try to draw, it always looks a bit different from how I imagined it. Even when I follow tutorials, my drawings don't look the same as the videos. But recently I've been thinking, how much can I actually learn if I spend 30 days learning how to draw? Damn, I've been thinking about this for the longest time. For a while, I've been intimidated by the idea of drawing anything, specifically drawing characters. You see, growing up, we were taught that the simplest way to draw a person is with stick figures. Although it's not impressive, it's also not something you'd want to talk about. And to be honest, there wasn't really a point in learning until I started to envy people's drawings. Like, how are you so good, or how did you even start? That being paired with knowing people who draw, and you being an outlier from them. So after watching a bunch of drawing tutorials, here's the plan that I came up with. For the first 10 days, I'm gonna be drawing heads. There's a lot to learn about drawing heads, like the face, eyes, and hair. But how hard could that be? Then, for the next 10 days, I'll focus on the upper body. Once I feel comfortable, I'll start putting the two together. Finally, after I figure out how to draw the lower body, all I need to do is combine everything. But there's one thing I need before I can start. This notebook will be important for my journey, and since I plan to keep drawing after 30 days, it'd be nice to see how much I progressed since I started. So after grabbing my pencil, I'm ready to begin. But before I watch any videos, I want to see what I can do on my own. For my first drawing, I'm gonna do Han from Pick Me Up Gotcha. We'll see. This looks hard. I don't know. I really like manhwa's drawings. I think eventually I want to have my drawing style similar to one of these artists. While I was drawing, I was going through the stages of grief. Why is this actually so hard, bruh? Oh shoot, I was drawing his nose, now his nose is in his mouth. Shout out to all the people who can draw, because it showed that they didn't give up. I'm gonna give up, bruh. I was drawing his ear, now I don't even know where his ear went. But after I finished, this was the result. Okay, this is Han, and I'll do a side-by-side. Oh my god. As you can see, I don't know what I'm doing, but I knew I had a lot to learn. For the first 5 days, it's time to show you what a noob can do. Day 1, I noticed that whenever I try to draw eyes, they look pretty weird, so I started focusing on following the tutorial, and honestly, I liked drawing eyes. And then when we get to day 2, I try to do a little bit perspective. I still don't understand how that works. But there was one issue I was having. Drawing eyes was my favorite thing, and how to draw it in different angles. When I try to implement the eyes, it kind of don't look too hot. But on day 5, every time I drew, I realized my circles weren't circles, to the point where I just got overwhelmed and went to bed. But on day 9, something changed. After getting a few good drawings, I decided to redraw the first drawing I did at the start of the video. Even though I struggled so much at the beginning, figuring out where to put everything, it finally felt like I was making progress. When I started learning how to draw the upper body, I forgot how overwhelming it felt to learn a new concept. And what made it worse was the fact that I didn't understand how to draw hands. Why are they so difficult to draw? I spent most of the days watching different videos on how to draw hands. And unlike drawing any part of the head, it felt like my drawings got worse with every attempt. Because I was so focused on drawing hands, I didn't notice I spent 6 days drawing them only for it to look decent. During day 17, I wanted to combine everything I learned so far, and I discovered a life-changing trick. If I suck at drawing hands, why not hide them? Yes, my solution is avoiding my problems, but at least I won't be so focused on how terrible the hands look. I also learned that I should have been drawing clothes this whole time. One issue I need to address in the future is learning how to draw hands, but that's something I'll need to think about in the next video. When I started drawing the lower body, honestly, I didn't do much. I knew I needed to learn how to draw shoes and pants, maybe shorts if I liked the drawing, but I didn't want to spend time on it. As I noticed my perspective was off, I shifted my focus back to the head and upper body. While I had fun drawing whatever for the last few days, I avoided learning how to draw shoes and pants out of comfort. But after spending 30 days learning how to draw, I'm glad I pushed myself. Most of the time, I wanted to quit. Throughout the video, I kept hitting a wall, whether I was combining what I learned or relearning the basics. It was exhausting. I had to remind myself that everyone starts somewhere. Every day, we're learning something new.
Even though my drawings aren't good enough and I wish I could have done more, I'm glad I started, and maybe that's all I need.